Fall scents, fall scents. We've got a lot of fall scents coming to you today. We've got stuff from Yankee Beard Co. We've got a brand new installment in the Wizarding series that Pete's been doing every year for the past 3 years. This one is the Dark Arts. So we got 3 brand new scents. I love all of them. Plus, we have a little fall flashback, and he got some information and some suggestions about which fall scents from prior years to bring back, and there's 4 of those for me to talk about. And if you've missed them or you've missed having them because you're out of them, you're going to want to stay tuned for this. But welcome first. My name is Brian. This is my Beards and Banjos YouTube channel where we try to help you grow your best beard possible. Thank you so much for joining me, and been a big fan of Pete over there at Yankee since 2018, I think it was. So 2 of these scents I think goes back to maybe 2018 or 2019 but we're going to talk about the new ones first. So let's talk about the new ones. As I said, the past 3 years been doing kind of some wizarding inspired scents in the fall, and we've got the 3, what are they? Forbidden Curses, maybe is what they're called. We've got Crucio and Imperio, and I don't even know if I should say these. I don't think I'm a wizard, but if you think you might be a wizard, weird things happen where you're at when you do stuff, please don't say the name of these particular incantations here. The last one is Avada Kedavra, and we're going to be talking about all of those. In fact, let's dig into them now. I really love all of these. When Pete always kind of prides himself in making things that smell authentic. So when you hear the individual notes on the scent profile, that's what you're going to get from them. But this one's Crucio. This one surprised me a little bit because it looks like it's going to be super flowery, but it's not. It's mandarin, amber, and smoke. And that's a really interesting combination. If you've ever had any kind of orange and just a little bit of smoke on, I think I've had one other scent from some company, I can't place it right off the bat, that was like orange and smoke. Just a hint of smoke, like you can tell it's there if you know what's in it. If you don't know what's in it, your brain might be trying to hunt, trying to figure out what it is. So yeah, you definitely get the mandarin and the orange, the mandarin and the amber the most. And then there's just enough smoke there to get it a little bit darker, to give it like some bottomness, some heaviness to it. Really, really good scent. So that one's Crucio. The next one is Imperio, and this one is all essentials. I thought it might be when I smelled it, but very authentic spelling here because it is essential oils. It's cedar, rosemary, mint, bergamot, and cypress. So it is earthy. You get a little bit of peppery notes from it. I'm guessing that's coming from the cedar and maybe the bergamot and cypress. The mint in it, it's not peppermint, nothing like that. It might be like just a hint of a spearmint kind of thing in it, but kind of earthy, authentic spearmint leaves, if you will. The rosemary is in there as well. That's giving it a little more of the herbaceous notes to it. So really kind of outdoorsy type of scent. If you're into outdoorsy scents and maybe one that's not quite so woodsy, you definitely want to check out Imperio. Once again, that's all essential oils if you're interested in those. And then the last one here that's new is Avada Kedavra, which is super cool scent. This one, I haven't been over the past year or two, been making top scents of the year, but this one would be considered for sure. In fact, the other 2, I'd have to go through them again, but this one's a really, really unique scent. It's tobacco, and if you didn't know, Pete's really, really good with anything with tobacco in it, and cedar, and we've already heard another cedar scent there, but it's tobacco, oud, then you got Palo Santo, patchouli, cocoa, and laudanum. That's kind of interesting. And so when you smell it, I would not have picked out the cocoa, but the cocoa and the oud is giving it some nice sweet notes to it. So that keeps it from being so earthy and so peppery and too much incense with the Palo Santo. Then you got the tobacco in it. Patchouli's got some bite to it, but not too much of any one thing that I mentioned. There's not too much of any one thing. This would be an excellent, like a cologne type of scent. In fact, if Pete ever decides to dabble in making his own parfums, this one would be an absolute awesome parfum. In fact, all 3 of the new ones would as well. So once again, those are the Dark Arts set that is new. I'll go over the prices and the products and that kind of stuff in just a minute. But we've also have 4 returning scents, and 2 of them were from the Wizarding World scents. One is Butterbeer, and out of these 7, this one's probably my least favorite. Just because it's a little too sweet with the butterscotch in it, but it's butterscotch rum, a little bit of spices in it, not overly spicy at all. Nice smooth scent overall, but you kind of need to like those kind of rich and sweet scents. I like the sweet sometimes when it's sugary and wears off, but the butterscotch and the rum, it's got some warmth to it, but also a little bit of richness. And it's that richness that for me sometimes can be a little bit too much. All right, next up, we've got one called Pumpkin Juice, but it's not pumpkin, but it's a really good apple scent. So you don't get what it says on there, but it's apple, oak barrel, and spices on it. So just a really, really good, authentic smelling apple scent, like you're out in the apple orchard, or you've gone into a grocery or something that sells bushels of apples. You kind of get the basket smell from the oak barrel, I'm guessing, and then you get a little bit of the spice in the background, but nothing that's overly spicy. Now, the one that is the most spicy is called Bountiful. So this one is tobacco, pipe tobacco, and then your autumn spices, your pumpkin spice. So this one's got the most kind of fallish as far as like the traditional pumpkin spice kind of thing. This is the closest thing that you will get for that. That's called Bountiful. That was a big hit. He's brought it back a couple of other years as well. So check that one out if you're interested in it. And then one, I think I requested it when he put up the post, is like, I really remember this one called Thankful. This is another one that's really unique and really, really good for me. See if you think you might like it. It's cranberry. There's not a lot of cranberry scents on the market, but this is cranberry, sweet orange, and then just a little bit of autumn spice. And when you put this together, it's like a really, really good cranberry like punch, if you will, because you can smell the sweetness in it. So like a cranberry punch, maybe spritzer on the back end of that, just a little bit of spice to keep it from being one thing, to give it a little more depth and width to it. Really, really cool one. That one would be a sleeper scent for me. In fact, as I said, I like all of these. Butterbeer is probably the one I like the least, but the rest of them, I highly recommend checking out anything that sounds good. And if you're not sure, they have sample packs too. So I'll put up here, whichever direction that goes, all the different things you can get these in. So there's 2 different oil blends. There's Original, which is $16.99, Sterling, which is $17.99. You can get a 2-ounce butter for $12.99, which is super duper cheap. I keep telling them to go up on the prices on this. By the way, that's before you use Banjo 15, which is my very first affiliate code I ever had. That'll get you an extra 15% off. 4-ounce butter, $18.99. 1-ounce balm, $9.99. There's combos available. I'm not going to list all that, but the drop-down menu, you can pick all that stuff out. You can get this stuff in washes, 8-ounce wash, 8-ounce conditioner. In the sample packs you can get the 3 new ones, the Dark Arts Wizarding scents here for $10.99 for little samples, and then the 4 fallback scents you can get for $13.99. I think I've covered it all. Really, really impressed with the new scents, and also some of my favorites that came back, especially being the Thankful and the Bountiful and the Pumpkin Juice. Love all of that. If you tried any of those before, let us know in the comments. Once you try these new ones, and please do, let us know what you think. And as always, appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you soon for another video.